I'm Tony T for the Nerd of Godcast. Love is in the air, and it's time for a high five. So this is a brand new segment that we're going to be trying out here on the YouTubes. It's called a high five, where we pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the coolest things in any given category. Today, we're going to be talking about love, romance, and the best couples across sci-fi, fiction, fantasy, games, all the cool nerdy stuff. And here to help us do that is our very own newlywed couple, Ben and Tori Jones, all the way from the Garden State, and they're here to tell you. Let's take it away.
What are we talking about?
Well, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Tori.
I'm Ben.
We're married. We're going to talk about couples who may or may also not be married in nerd things, because that's what we like.
It is indeed. What do we like?
Yeah.
Because now that we're married, that's all we think about is other married things. So in no particular order, because I'm not sure that it would be wise to offend anyone's tastes.
I think you can rank them. They're
Exactly.
all kind of like...
No, I would agree.
Every couple is an individual.
Well, of course. Every couple loves each other differently, and no one's love is
the same.
stronger. I don't know. Some people might love each other stronger.
Maybe.
It's tough to gauge. We don't have a lovometer here at the studio. Let's talk about something that's a little recent. We'll talk about StarLord and Gamora. From the Guardians of the Galaxy series.
Yes.
Which is very topical, seeing as how it released recently. Insert date here.
I liked it because I liked the whole, like, it's an unspoken thing joke. Like, that shtick was fun. But also, like, they were like a family.
Yes.
And so that kind of
absolutely.
fueled that sort of organic interaction that they always had. And I thought that not only was it good for, like, teasing the romance and stuff, but they made a great team, which was important.
For a second one.
Next up is the Doctor and River song. My favorite. One of my favorites. I love them all.
Also your mom's favorite.
My mom loves them. We get so excited whenever it's a River episode because she's just so... She's not in awe of the Doctor, and I think that's kind of important. Like, some characters aren't in awe of him when they should be, and it's weird.
And vice
like,
versa. Some are in awe of him when they should not be.
Right, exactly. But River's song is very much like, she gets it. She knows he's ridiculous and, like, super powerful, but... You know, she's like, we got a job to do. We got something we got to do. Let's go do it. I know you're great. We talk about it later. One of my favorite comments she ever made was that, do you ever expect the sunset to love you back?
Oh.
She made that comment at the end of her last episode, I guess, with
Capaldi?
Capaldi. He's my favorite.
Capaldi's good.
But she was going on and on about, like, how great he was, and of course he doesn't love me. I never said he loved me. I just said I loved him. And then she said, do you ever expect a sunset to love you back? And I was like, it's perfect. And of course he loved her. He was there and he saved her, but I love the Doctor River song, my favorite.
I can tell you've been gushing about that a little bit. Now let me try and get a word in edgewise here. But you've pretty much said all that there is to be said. I will say that as far as Doctor Who goes and romance in that universe, there, I guess, should be mentioned that, you know, they teased and flirted a little bit with Rose and the Doctor.
Yeah.
But I will say that at least the Doctor and River song was basically canonical.
Yeah.
Rose and the Doctor, sure, that's nice. I personally don't like it, but they teased it. There's fodder there for some shippers.
They tease every female companion.
They do,
pretty much.
but River was kind of canonical.
River was, River was
the Doctor's wife.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So.
And I think I like that. I like canon stuff. I think that it. I don't know. I like knowing someone did it intentionally.
The reason I don't like non-canon stuff is mostly because I don't have the heart to rip somebody away from what's already established.
Yeah.
You know, how would that make me feel? You know, if I was ripped away from you.
Aw, we're not fictional characters though, so
that's true.
Okay. Next up is the most recent pairing in the most recent Final Fantasy game, Noctis and Princess Luna Freya.
I do.
No, she wasn't a princess. It was Prince Noctis.
Prince Noctis, correct.
And she was
an oracle thing.
An oracle thing. Lady.
Don't quote me on that.
She was cool.
Citations.
She was, she saw the future or something. She was neat. She was blonde.
What she did was... Wait, no, she wasn't blind.
Blonde.
Blonde. Okay, well, we established she's blonde now. Okay. Well, her job was basically to rid the world of bad sickness. I think they call it star sickness. That's all I will go for those who are sensitive to spoilers. But that being said, I will say that in this wacky world where things don't necessarily go right all of the time, the one constant,
most of the time.
Goes to heck most of the time. The one constant were that Noctis and Luna Freya were a lot like anchors. in that no matter what happened, at least you knew that they were trying to get to each other.
And I don't think this is a spoiler, but like that's where Noctis is going. Like as a player, that's where you're going.
Right, exactly.
That's what you're working towards. You're going to see your fiance to get married.
And also she's compelled herself as well. She really cares about
Yeah.
Noctis. And even though it was kind of set up intentionally, almost like an arranged marriage.
A little bit arranged.
A little bit of arranged
They were
marriage.
down.
But yeah, exactly. They were down for it. They'd known each other since kids. It was just a beautiful thing all around.
It felt in such a chaotic and dark atmosphere, the fact that Noctis was gonna marry Luna. You were good. We're like, yeah, that's what we're going
Like
for.
a light in the darkness.
Oh, yes, it was good. I liked them a lot, even though, yeah, that was good. No spoilers. Obviously, in every Final Fantasy game, there's those very iconic pairings, Aerith and Cloud.
Aerith and Cloud, Cloud and Tifa, Cloud and Barrett for
Stop.
some people. But I will say that this isn't to say our pick of Luna Freya and Noctis was not necessarily to say they're the best in Final Fantasy, just that they're one of the most recent. And we would be here all day if we were just going. We could make a whole other video
that's a
on
whole
just Final
other-
Fantasy pairings.
These ones, though, especially where I very much... So I'm not a Final Fantasy player, necessarily. I more enjoy to watch. And this was my favorite to watch, this game in particular. And I liked...
I'm a player. I like to play the games.
I like to watch him play. And so I don't know. It felt more intentional, maybe. Though Tidus and Yuna were very... I liked them a lot, too.
I have to be honest. I have not played 10, but I hear Tidus and Yuna were the thing. So
Yeah.
I'm looking
But-
forward to experiencing that.
Next up is one of my personal favorites, and actually was a big inspiration for our wedding,
It was.
is Aragorn and Lady Arwen. All right, you can talk about this a
Well,
little bit before I jump in, 'cause
So
I can talk all day.
it is admittedly, I have admittedly smaller knowledge on this matter than my wife does. However, I will say that, and shoot me later, but although I respect the pairing, I'm not so much of a fan of Arwen. I kind of think she was two-dimensional, and that she was more of a MacGuffin. She was probably there to give Aragorn a reason to stab things. Now, before you kill me, I would like to say that this is just in the films. I have not read the books. I'm really hoping she's a lot less two-dimensional in the books. Okay, your turn. I'm already feeling
She
the
might
heat
be
from...
like more two-dimensional in the books because she's just
Oh, well then I stand by what I said.
as like Aragorn's lover, and she's not even. I don't even think you get to see her that much.
She's just
But I like.
depressed all of the time and just very wistfully
Well,
waiting
her-
for... Go fight, woman! You're an elf!
She can't go fight.
Why?
I don't remember why. I
Okay.
feel like there's a reason why, but I don't know.
It's a good pairing, don't get me wrong, because obviously Aragorn cares about her very much, and who am I to take that from him? I just think that she is a character who's just...
I think that if Arwen wasn't there, Aragorn would still fight. Like,
Think so?
I think Aragorn was fighting for more than just Arwen. I think that helped because they grew up together, and Elrond was like his adopted dad and all
Right,
that sort
yeah,
of
that's-
dealy. But like,
I get
I
behind
think that the fact that he still had someone to come home to after a war was like I don't know, I thought that was kind of cool. And who doesn't love a sappy like war love story? My soldier came home, yay! But I think it was really cool that she gave up her immortality for him.
That does
And,
speak a lot to her character.
I think that like she would
So that makes her... She's 2.5 dimensional.
stop. She would rather face one lifetime
She
with
was
him than all lifetimes alone.
That was part of our vows.
Yes,
Okay.
but they made the list because I like them. Well, they're also really iconic, but mostly because I like them.
She made me watch all 3 extended edition films.
We didn't have the
In 2
regular
days.
ones. No, it was 3.
It was like 2 days.
It wasn't.
It was like a weekend.
It was 3.
Doesn't matter. She made me watch them all very close together.
First fight.
Stop.
On camera, too.
And our last pairing, probably one of the most iconic written in the stars ever, would be Princess Leia and Han Solo.
Of course.
And who doesn't love Scruffy Nerf Herder and the Princess?
Scruffy what?
Nerf Herder.
Nerf herder.
Yeah.
I have not heard this before.
Yes, you have.
What is this?
That's what Leia calls him.
Oh!
Does he call Han that, or does he call Luke that?
She calls him.
Yeah.
Stars War isn't my
Scruffy
favorite.
looking.
Who's scruffy looking? They're great because they're not sappy and romantic.
Yes, no, that I will agree.
And they are just.
they're pretty much a real couple. I mean,
Yeah.
if in those circumstances, they kind of react and act as you would expect somebody to act and react.
in a Star War.
Yeah, in a Star War.
But like she's cool because she was a princess and didn't really need to be saved. I mean, I guess
See, that's
technically
what
she did. But
Arwen
she
should have done
wasn't-
that.
Yeah.
Arwen should have just been in there and said, I can do what I want. I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown elf. Grown elf woman. Do what I want. Anyway.
Leia was cool because she didn't need Han, but she chose Han, and you know, vice
She
versa.
needed Luke.
If anybody, she needed Luke or Obi-Wan. But they got together, they got stuff done, and they conquered, and they had Ben Solo.
Had
who
an
turned
evil
out to be
baby.
that evil baby.
Evil babies.
But
don't have babies. They're evil.
don't have babies. They're evil. They could grow up to be a Sith Lord, and nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. So don't do that. But yeah, Han Solo and Leia are definitely, I don't know. I think they're really cool because they're more, despite the very unrealistic circumstances, they're a very real couple.
They were, yeah.
I
like to use the anchor image, so they were like an anchor in a sea of crazy, or
They were
a
very-
space galaxy of crazy.
They were
We just
very.
ended there. Just cold close. So that's our list. If you have anything that we may have forgotten to mention here, go ahead.
Please, as nicely as you can, mention it in the comments.
And if you hated what I had to say about Arwen and Aragorn, go ahead and dislike this video. Just dislike it all the heck. Just don't worry
Don't
about
dislike it. Just dislike it in your head and in your heart. Don't hit the dislike button. From the Nerd of Godcast, I'm Tori Jones,
it. I'm Ben Jones.
and this has been High Five.
So that was our high five. Anybody that we missed, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can connect with us on social media at Nerd of Godcast, or check out our blog at www.nerdofgodcast.com. We'd love to chat with you, connect with you, and exchange whimsical animated gifts with you. Till next time, I'm Tony T for the Nerd of Godcast, and this has been your High Five.
I love you.
I know.